Assalamualaikum and good day for everyone. My name is Nurul Sofiani binti Saharuddin. My metric number is J22A0327. Now I'm going to reviewing an article about self-compassion is a tool for overcoming with self-disappointment. Well, the article explained about the disappointment of life and how self-compassion helps to prevent it. Well, I'm very interested with this article because as we know, the longer period of disappointment we experience, um, it will much likely make us lead us into the depression, which depression is a very serious mental health that we need to prevent in our society. Well, I find the purpose of article self-compassion is a tool for overcoming self disappointment is to allow people acknowledge their own weakness is also a part in human life. Which basically I would say disappointment is normal. Talking about who will most likely experience the disappointment, I would say all stages of ages experience the sense of disappointment, which is basically a common thing because we have been felt disappointed since we ever been born. We already cried, right? The article pointed out the disappointment means sadness or dissatisfaction caused by the failure to meet one's expectation. I would say when we didn't get what we want, we will obviously feel sad, which is it's really fine actually. Next, the self-compassion is an understanding towards ourselves when we suffer. Because when we feel disappointed, we the first one will experiencing it. So I think it's really important when we have this self-compassion in our life when we ever feel disappointed. The article outlined three key components necessary for cultivating self compassion, which include self kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. Self kindness is entails treating ourselves with empathy and avoid harsh self judgment when we having our when we having a challenging times. For common humanity emphasizes the understanding that suffering and imperfection is a very common thing in human things, which it will build up the connection and support among individuals. For the mindfulness, it involves being present and non-judgmentally aware of one's thoughts and emotions. The article pointed out about the internal family system, which is IFS. It is a form of psychotherapy that focuses on a client's internal parts and self. Also, the author mentioned about the study by Kristen Neff. Self-compassion is critical in managing the suffering caused by disappointment. The study by Kristen Neff also added that individuals should practice self kindness rather than critical self talk, recognizing their self defects and difficulties with compassion and tenderness. At the same time, the author also acknowledged about some people may find it difficult to practice self-compassion, especially those who have gone through childhood trauma or were raised in unhealthy environment. I think it's really make them take more times to accept their self-compassion when they're having a very hard disappointment in their life. In conclusion, the article emphasizes the endless of disappointment in life and highlights the essential role of self-compassion in effectively managing it. As a student and a human being, I must accept my own self disappointment in order to keep going with my life and take lesson from my future self to become my stronger version my stronger version of self. Well, that's all about my article review. Thank you.